Hey guys, so we will begin our discussion by looking at the primer of an array of arrays. So just a very high level introduction to arrays is what we will be dealing with in this particular video. In week 2, we will see more complicated operations around one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays. So this by no means is the only part or about arrays that we will be doing in this course. But to begin with, I told you about data structures in the last video, and I did tell you the significance and why they are useful for us. Arrays are one such data structure, and it's probably the simplest data structure that you can encounter. Hence, generally you begin your learning of data structures by arrays. Start with arrays because it's probably the simplest to use. What arrays, so whenever we are learning a data structure, what we want to do is we want to understand the structure of that data structure. So how are the elements organized in that data structure? And then we want to learn some algorithms to do certain common tasks using that data structure. Those are the two things that we would generally be concerned about. We would be concerned about what is the structure, how is the data structure organized, and we would also be looking at how some of the common algorithms or some of the common tasks can be performed if you are using that particular data structure to manage your data or to store your data. So in case of arrays, the structure is very simple. In arrays, you simply keep items one after the other in a contiguous fashion. So one after another in a contiguous fashion. So contiguous is nothing but consecutive. Contiguous is like adjacent locations in the computer memory, which is RAM. But even if you don't understand that, it's perfectly fine. For us, we can simply abstract this to saying that you have items I1, I2, I3, let's say I4, and so on till IN. You just keep them consecutively, one after the other. So you know that item 1 is located at like position 0 or location 0. Item 2 is located at location 1. Item 3 is located at location 2. Item 4 is located at location 4, and so on. And item n is located at location n-1. So we just know this. Very simply, we just organize the items one after the other. Why? What is the benefit of doing that? The biggest benefit that you get by doing that is something that we call random indexing or random accessing, which means that you can access any element of the array in one go if you know the location. Right? If you know the relative location from the starting of that particular item, you can just access it in one go. What do I mean by that? Let's say you want to access the item which is at the 5th position from the start. So from the beginning, you want to access the 5th position. So then this particular operation is what? This is the first item, this is the second, this is the third, this is fourth, and I5 is the 5th item, right? So this particular operation, because you know that it's the 5th item from the beginning, you can simply access it in one go. And how would you do that in programming terms? Let's say this array is AR. You can simply use position -1 to access that particular item. So if you want to look at the 5th item, you are essentially talking about location 4. In arrays, like in computer science, we generally start with 0 and not start with 1. It's just a convention. So you will simply use array square brackets 4 to access the fifth item, and this is just constant in one go. This is not taking any time, so it's very fast. That's the USP of arrays. Okay, so that's basically about arrays structure. The next part that we want to discuss is how can you, some common algorithms that you would implement with arrays. So one thing is, one particular very common operation that you would generally be concerned about when you have data is accessing all the data items or traversing through all the data items. That's basically what we in computer science call as traversal. But in essence, what I'm telling you is, if you have a group of data items, one of the fundamental problems or algorithms that you would generally be doing with is traversing through the entire data structure, accessing all the items of the present in the data structure one by one and doing something with it. So array traversals are very easy. You can simply run a loop, because we know that the location is from 0 to n minus 1. If this array is of size n, you can simply run a loop from 0 to n minus 1, and inside that loop you can access the element using the square bracket notation. So array I will give you the element at I plus first position, if we are using 1 based offsetting. I plus first, I plus 1th position. Is it first or is it 1th? Okay, so in the next video we will look at a more non-intuitive task that we would generally be doing with arrays, and how we can solve that if we are storing our data in the form of an array.